Hello and welcome to Truth Seeker Psychic Readings, reminding you of who you really are. Today we are looking at the month of October, and this is for the sign of Aries. So Aries, let's take a look at your cards. Aries, what an exciting looking month. Lots of cups, yeah? I don't usually see this many cups in a spread, so it's actually a little bit unusual, but it's quite good, I believe. Now, your theme for the month here is the High Priestess, okay? And the High Priestess is in reverse. So very interesting theme. Now, what this means is that this month in October, you will have a pull, a draw to spirituality, okay? Now, whether you're spiritual or not, and I know most of you that are watching will tend towards it, but there will be a innermost desire to connect with your higher self. The High Priestess is somebody that was serving the king and the queen back in the day. They used to come to the High Priestess for inner knowledge, inner wisdom, inner guidance. She was a very intuitive person, okay? Very connected. As you can see, she has the moon at her forehead, the moon at the feet, and she is the keeper of knowledge and wisdom. She's a highly intuitive person. So this is telling us that our theme for the month in October is about drawing on our intuition and our innermost feelings, okay? So what do we feel, okay, rather than what do we think is an important and dominant theme in the month of October. You want to get into this habit, this routine of constantly, when you're asking yourself a question, or when you're needing to make a decision, what is it that you feel, okay, before you even think, because we all automatically go into thinking mode, okay, constantly. We're programmed that way. But feeling this month, using your intuition, using your guidance, if you tune right into that, it will serve you really well. So let's look at the cards. Now, the first card that comes up here is the Four of Cups in reverse, okay? Now, what this is about is your ability to look at life from a broader perspective, yeah? From a much broader perspective. If you can look at the card here, this person is heavily focused on one cup that is being presented to them, yet this cup is empty. If you look over here, you've got 3 cups over in the background that are full. Now, this is our inability to see the bigger picture. And what's important, particularly in reverse this month, is that you keep an open mind as you do and look at things from a much broader perspective of what is it that makes me happy? What is it that gives me fulfillment? As cups are about fulfillment. Now, the 4 in numerology equals protection. Okay, so you are protected. Okay, the 4 is also the middleman. It's the glue that holds everything together. It's the structure, it's the practical side of you. And I do feel this month that it is quite important for you to gain this spiritual connection and broaden your horizons. You know, think outside of the box. Try and see life from a new perspective, because I feel like there is so much more for you, Aries, outside of the norm, outside of what you usually do, okay? So take that on board as well, and understand that although the grass is not always greener on the other side, if you have a perspective of maybe I can change the way I do things, and maybe I can look at things from a different angle and see what's going on over here, you'll discover so much more happiness and fulfillment, yeah? Because when we change our environment, we change ourselves. And when we look at things differently, we're rewiring the brain, we're reprogramming ourselves to not do things the same way, but do things differently. So you might want to try new things this month. You might want to challenge yourself a little bit and do things that you haven't quite done for a while. You know, maybe you've been putting off seeing friends and visiting people, or maybe you've been putting off a business idea that you've been wanting to really nail. Perhaps with your relationship, you want to try new things. You know, this is an all-around spectrum, I see. But as long as you have that intuitive feeling and knowing and using that, to look at life differently, this is what we're talking about here, okay? Now, moving on to the middle of our reading, we have the Six of Cups, more cups, okay? Now, cups are all about what you feel. It's all about your fulfillment. Cups represent the element water, and water is about feeling, okay? It's about intuition, and it's about sensitivities, okay? So what you feel is real, Aries, okay? So don't ignore that. That is the absolute theme for this month, okay? You are very intuitive by nature, but you just need to tap more into that. And if you've lost touch, you know, maybe you want to meditate a little bit. Maybe you want to get some, you know, do some sort of spiritual practice that helps you get more close to your heart and away from your mind, okay? Now, the Six of Cups in the middle here is about your friendships, childhood friendships, okay? So I feel like for some of you, there will be an opportunity to rekindle a friendship from childhood. Somebody may come back into your life that you haven't seen or spoke to for a while, and it would be a really good time, I feel, to get involved with that. The other thing is, this is also about your inner child, okay? So it is important, being upright, that you don't neglect your inner child, that you show your inner child love, okay? And what do I mean by this? Well, as adults, you know, we grow up really quickly, you know, and we tend to take life really seriously, okay? And what this is about is getting back to your fun side. You know, you are a fun sign, Aries. You're spontaneous, you're adventurous, you like to do things, you like to play, and don't forget about that. That is going to be a part of this month, absolutely. So over here, what we have is the Three of Cups, okay? More cups, we're not quite done yet. Now, with this one, this is a very social card, and it's in reverse, so it's saying that you need to withdraw from the people that don't serve you, okay? These are the people that look at you and that are, you know, jealous, or they are seeking to take something. People that don't like what you're doing, and maybe they're criticizing you. Maybe they're trying to put you down. Maybe they're making you feel drained. You know, the cups upside down indicates you being drained. And 3 in numerology is about mind, body, and soul. So very important that you come back to this sense of, what do I need and what fulfills me, and what can I do to better myself, okay? Aries, you're very good at taking care of yourself. Okay, so I support you this month in doing as much as you need to take care of you. It's not about the people around you. The energy should be going into your cup, not their cups, okay? For I feel as though there may be some people that will drain you a little bit, and that will take a bit of a toll. So moving on the last card we have for the month is the Page of Rods. Page of Wands, I like to call them wands. Now, wands can represent career, and I do get a strong feeling around that for this card. So what this is a youthful character, okay? The page is somebody who is young, vibrant, much like you, Aries. You know, at the beginning of the zodiac, you are the young, enthusiastic, vibrant sign, okay? Very, very much energetic, very confident, lots of willpower, lots of determination. And the page, okay, is quite a unique character, as you are. Now, if you can look at the card, this man is in the desert, okay? He's dressed so finely. Look at the feather in his hat and the fine cloaks and materials. It really looks out of place to me, okay? Doesn't look like he belongs there. And what this tells us is that there is an opportunity, a grand opportunity for you this month to do something absolutely different with your career, you know, and it may tie into this over here, thinking outside of the box and looking at life from a new perspective. In order for you to gain clarity and insight, you're looking to the future, and being in the desert, you're honestly getting really good at some kind of skill that is maybe a little bit unknown to you right now, but you're going to discover something. You have a talent this month, okay, that is outside the norm, that is not something you usually would consider yourself talented in. So Really, really interesting. Now, just to wrap this up for you guys, I just want to run through it really quickly. Now, if you get in touch with your intuition, for this is your theme for the month, and you get your spiritual guidance on, and you trust in how you feel, have a broader perspective on what makes you happy, what fulfills you. It might not be what you do every day. It might be something different. You may need to look outside of your circle for something that makes you happy. Okay, you're protected. There will be an opportunity for some of you to reconnect with an old friend, perhaps particularly from where you grew up. And for a lot of you, this is more about your inner child and having fun and remembering that, you know, it's good to do things that make you happy, and it's important over here for you to focus on yourself. And if you get criticism from people, you're not to focus on that. You're not to listen to them, because that will bring you down and that will drain your energy. Make sure that you have boundaries and you're telling people that you don't need their approval, that you can rely on yourself and that you know what makes you happy. And by doing all of this, you are finding some sort of unique talent within your workplace that is going to help you grow. 100%. So really exciting month, guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a subscribe, give it a like, and comment in the comments below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have a question, feel free to ask me, and I'll see you guys in the next reading.